So most of these are the redstones from the Bristol area were all over in the ground in my yard. So when I was digging up the garden, these would come up, and I would like maybe put them in a pile to separate them from the soil, and kind of noticed like patterns and stuff. This is the only one I didn't really put any paint on, and they had like so much interesting detail to them. So you can see it looks like a kind of, that's probably like a dire wolf or something, because it was confusing. It doesn't look like a bear, but it looks too boxy to be a wolf. So you just look at the detail on the eye. But I noticed, like, if I turn it this way, there's an eye here, and then there's an ear here, and a mouth here of some other animal with some kind of boxy head. And then I even turn it this way, there's an ear here, an eye there, a nose there, and a mouth there. So this is how we look at these things. So I've done this one before. This is the mammoth. When I picked this up, I'm looking at this, what appears to be a bear head, because I was starting to say, okay, there's a pattern in these. I'm finding all kinds of animal heads, like bears and cats and stuff. And this would be like a short-faced bear, because even there's an ear here. It's not well seen. And I use like a dry brush technique with the ink, so that's to bring those out, because otherwise it's not too obvious. But it's like, when you see something, there's even an animal going this way, so with the ear back, so it's like a snarling cat of some kind. So now you've got this mammoth. Well, anyway, I was going to talk about, like, I had just found 2 more pieces I had packed away in my things, and they are the raw stones with nothing on them. And just touching this one, I can tell it's like a carved bone, but it's like really degraded, or I could see things on it. What I was seeing first was like maybe this head here. Turn it over. It's looking the other way. This one. Now this, what looks like sandstone, I believe is actually hair follicles. You can kind of see like a line going up here. So this one, what I'm seeing here on this side, I see different things, but kind of a bison head maybe. It's kind of short, nose, like mouth over here, eye. It's almost as if we're talking mammoths and mastodons and stuff like that, there might be a trunk there, possible faces. I don't know. Moving up here, this one I left plain. I couldn't figure out what this was. Not until I found this little stone, it made sense. Because remember my sloth teeth and animals getting their teeth knocked out? Okay, this is a hand. That's a tooth. That is a stick knocking that tooth out. That tooth right there. So the hand stick is knocking the tooth out. There's a tooth. I'm just gonna assume that's a sloth, maybe, because what bear has a tooth like that? So go up here, and this is hard to see, so I couldn't figure out what that stick is, but that's what I think that is. Does that make sense? This isn't making, it looks like a deer's butt, if you ask me, right that way, but I can kind of see an eye with eyelashes and stuff up here, right there, and the nose. So I think that is a sloth. Perhaps, we don't know. Anything else here? So this guy here, this was hard to figure out. There's a face over on this side, and there's a face there. What is he? And then this one, it's kind of a face that way, and my ink job wasn't so good over here. This was nice without the paint, even, but it's like nobody sees it unless I point it out. So there's a face that way, and then there's like a fox head that way. I hated to do that, but nobody's going to see him otherwise. Like I said, this one, is it possible there's some animals here? Like as if this is a head, and there's a leg there. Lots to think about.